You have clicked the Pixel Record podcast, programmed by KanOfSoda. Sit back, chillax, and enjoy the show.
Alright guys, hello, I'm KanOfSoda. Welcome back to another episode of Pixel Record. I'm with this dingus right here.
Hi, it's Ashley, aka Random Fangirl, #01.
Hi guys, I am Ashleg, like Ashley, aka Random Fangirl, #01.
Hey, everybody has to put their username in.
Alright.
They have to.
Alright, I came up with some last minute topics to talk about, so, the decade is coming to an end. How do you feel about that?
Didn't we discuss that already?
I don't know, probably we have.
I think we did in the last one. I guess it'd make more sense if Shelbo Elbow was here too.
Yeah, true, but hopefully anyone will join anytime. Anyway, another thing I listed was the internet trends of the decade. Maybe we can talk about that.
Sure.
Like the best or worst trends. I know some of them on my list is KSI vs. Logan Paul, meme evolution, music, song, artists / bands. I know you have something to talk for that, right? For a song, artist, and bands.
We can go through the list. So you said the first one was KSI versus Logan Paul?
Yeah. It's just a suggestion. We really don't have to talk about it, but if you want to, I don't care. I don't really know too much about it. All I know is it was a fight. I know there was one last year, and then there was another one this year, and KSI won. Did
he win both of them?
I think he won the last year one. I only know about the one from this year.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
I wanna know the only way Logan Paul could beat KSI?
How?
Saying the N-word.
Oh my god. Didn't Logan say he sneezed a couple times that morning, so clearly he was sick or something?
Oh no, so Logan Paul, I sneezed, therefore I can't beat KSI.
Right.
Oh yeah, you know me, Melissa's friend Joshi?
Yeah.
I remember around a month or so or two before the fight happened, Joshi tweeted out, "If KSI wins, I will give everyone who retweets this $100.
Wow.
I retweeted, but it was way too late. It was after I found out about the tweet, so I don't think it counts.
I don't think he's really gonna give everyone $100.
Well, yeah, duh. Obviously.
It'd be cool if he did.
Yeah, but that's something Mr. Beast would do.
Right.
It's so crazy to see how far Mr. Beast has gone.
That's true, he was just doing normal content and then suddenly he's just giving away a lot of money.
Yeah, in fact, he was actually a college dropout. He dropped out within his first semester.
He knew what he had to do.
Yeah. I know he was still, he first did the worst intros back in 2015. That means at the time he would have been a high school junior. Oh my gosh. Now I'm older than he was when he first started worst intros. You guys don't know, back in the day, Mr. Beast used to run this series called Worst Intros, basically making fun of kids' intros. I remember one time, Ashley told me about this. She was watching one of the intros, and there was one that went like the Dragon Slayer, and Ashley was like, "Oh my gosh, is this guy familiar or what?" And then I kept and then I kept annoying her about it, and she was like, "No, do not talk about Dragon Slayer. I hate him so much. I dislike him. He's very, very bad. He sucks."
Well, that might be a bit exaggerated, but yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about Dragon Slayer on here?
No.
Alright, the meme evolution. It's so crazy to see how far memes have gone. They have changed a lot within this very decade.
I agree. Did they actually announce what the top meme for the decade was?
I don't know about that. That's the first time I heard of it.
Oh, well, I don't know, it was probably just on Twitter, but they were just trying to decide what the best meme of the decade was. Let me see if
what was your favorite meme?
This year, past 10.
Or what about from this decade?
Shut up.
What?
It's kind of simple, but I like Grumpy Cat.
Oh, you're stuck in the 2010. You're lame.
Well, I just think I like cats, so how was Doge #1 on the list? What the heck?
Huh. I forgot about that. There's something called, there's one pic called Doge, another one Gave the Dog. I don't know the difference, but I don't really care. Anyway.
Oh, well, Doge was like a Shiba Inu, and then Gay I don't know what he was, but I think he was just like one of the YouTube dogs, and yeah.
Oh, now I know why, one of the dog memes looked familiar. Because I know this YouTuber iNabber, he owns a dog named Kenji who's a Shiba puppy.
Yeah.
iNabber is friends with James Marriott and Mimio.
Wow, I love that pronunciation.
Mimio losers. Hi, I'm Ashley and I'm a Mimio loser. I suck at everything. I hate everything.
Hey! Oh my god. This list says number 2 is Grumpy Cat, so honestly I don't want to hear you insulting me. Clearly everyone agrees.
Not everyone, just the majority.
This is reported by ABC News, and they clearly know their memes.
All my stuff like that is run by 4-year-old men who just sees a kid, who just sees the stuff that their kids do. Shut up.
No, it was probably mainly on Twitter, and then they just like compiled it. Probably that's normally what sites like ABC News and BuzzFeed do.
They decide to top 10 it like YouTube did with Rewind.
Kind of like they'll just have you read a lot of BuzzFeed articles?
No, not really.
Well, I can tell you right now that most of their content's from Twitter. So it's just, if I were a writer for BuzzFeed, all I'd have to do is follow some like popular accounts on BuzzFeed and watch all the trending tweets or something, and I'd probably be able to write a couple articles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your least favorite meme?
I don't know right at the top of my head.
My least favorite, the meme I hated the most was the r/wish memes.
Oh.
I
mean, I kind of got it, so I was like, eh.
Yeah, but, I really get the joke, but on the internet you can't tell if someone's actually, if someone's just joking around or being legit serious, because sometimes they can be legit serious.
Yeah, but then it's like, most memes in general, if I don't like them, it's more like an indifference than hating them, so that's why it was hard to decide. I get what you mean with that one, though. It is kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Also, when the Yanni and Laurel meme was a thing, I don't know, I really didn't pay attention to it. I really didn't care at all about it. I'm not sure what I heard. It really reminded me of that meme a few years ago when people were debating whether or not the dress was the color of the dress was either white or gold or black and blue. That was pretty annoying. And I know at the end of the day, I was at school when the meme became a thing. The principal went on announcements. It was like, guys, this is the dress color. Oh my gosh, even the principal knew about it. Also, Shelby told me one time that her least favorite meme was the "What are those" meme. She's always hated that meme. But that's fine. It was not a big deal to me anymore. Also, I know in the Black Panther movie, Shuri was like, "What are those?" In the time period where the movie came out in 2018, and it took place in 2016, and the meme came out in the summer of 2015. Although it was outdated by that time period, both the time it came out and the time it chronologically happened, it was still a really funny moment. I mean, Shuri is an intellectual after all, right? Also, I know my most favorite meme.
Go ahead.
So there's this popular meme YouTuber. Her name is Ashley10124114, and there's a picture.
Oh my god.
There's a picture of her dabbing while smiling. It was taken like 2 years ago, but yeah, it's really my favorite meme.
That's actually my least favorite meme once you get into the story of the picture.
Why?
It turns out her friend was actually holding her hostage, and she was kind of forced to do that.
It's not hostage. As you can tell, they were like outside when it happened. Are you
That
blind?
doesn't mean I can't be held hostage, though. Like, you could be like, if you run away, I'll hurt you. You could be saying that even if we are outside. You could. I'm not saying that's what it was, but you couldn't. So being like, if we were outside doesn't count.
I wouldn't do something like that, Ashley. You know who I am.
Sarah, there's a reason why everybody says they wouldn't trust you with the Infinity Gauntlet, alright?
No one is. I wouldn't trust you with it. I'm pretty sure you would wipe out all arms in the universe so no one would dab anymore.
Oh, you always think the worst of me, do you?
let me do an impression of Ashley, and you can do an impression of me. Hi, I'm Ashley A. Dab.
I say like more than first of all.
I like that like Windows XP. I use Screencast-O-Matic. I use sub. Alright, you do an impression of me then.
Alright,
Can't wait for this.
hi, my name's Sarah. I use my friends for clout, but they're okay with it. And yeah, I make fun of my friends all the time. Like yeah,
Excuse me, that's you. Like, yeah.
No, that's you making fun of us. Like, yeah.
like. Okay, what else? I know in here is music. I realized that most of the popular songs in this decade were utter trash. There were some that were actually really good.
I feel like the trash didn't settle in until maybe like 2015. I felt like prior to that, some of them were good, you know?
For me, it felt like it was 2014. When that song Anaconda came out, you know? Oh my god.
I get you.
I really hate how I used to like it back in the day. I was like 8th grade at the time, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so cringy back then. Why was I like this?
Was it your favorite song?
One of them, along with
Really? Oh my god.
No, well, not my favorite actually. I take that back. I listen to it sometimes. I couldn't find it much on YouTube though.
Right.
But obviously, popular songs like that get annoying and after a while due to being overplayed.
Of course, it happens to every song if it's just overplayed. Other than just like being bad in quality.
Yeah, that's true. I also know that's when the year Nicki Minaj became a lot more popular again, because I know somewhere at the beginning of the decade, a lot earlier, around the late 2000s, early 2010s, she was pretty popular, kind of ish popular-ish.
Kinda-ish popular.
You get what I mean, right? That's the best I can
Yeah.
word it. Of course, at this moment, I don't really know Nicki Minaj's current status, but from my scene, I feel like this rapper, her name's Cardi B, she's kind of like a newer-ish 2010s decade version of Nicki Minaj. I don't know too much about her. I guess all I know is that she's probably worse than Nicki or Rihanna or Beyonce. I prefer Rihanna. I don't know too much about Beyonce though, but I do know that her songs in the early 2010s are really good. Rihanna always makes good music. Oh, do you want to say stuff about MCR since?
You know, why not? I guess since we're at the music topic. That band started in 2001, so kinda not this decade, but the band ended in 2013, and they recently got back together, which is pretty cool.
Ew, I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Wow, Sarah.
MCR, the people who wrote I Write Sins, Not Tragedies.
You know what? You need to stop with that one. You've been doing that for years, too, and I'm just...
Do you know why MCR disassembled?
Why?
Do you know why?
Oh, you're asking me. I thought you were about to make a joke.
Yes, I was asking you! Why would I make a joke out of it? I'm not that moron.
I don't know. I think in general it probably just got toxic for them to be like performing, and then also the leadman of the band said like he never saw the band going past like a third album. They pushed out 4, so I think generally maybe a lack of inspiration might have caused it, and then other things too, but mainly that.
You know why they came back together?
Why? Oh, I thought you were about to make a joke again.
No, I'm not that rude.
Honestly, they haven't said much in public yet, so I can't say I know exactly why they came back together, but there were a lot of theories that they were going to come back in 2019, but then you know, yeah, I could talk about those because there were quite a few.
Okay, tell me about them.
Okay, so one basic one is that they wrote this song called Teenagers, and you know, Gerard Way apparently dislikes teenagers, so the band was active for 12 years, disbanded in 2013, so then if they were active again in 2019, aka coming back, they would have skipped the teenager phase. Not very valid, but people were like, oh, that might be it. And then the last album they released before dropping the band or whatever, it was set in 2019 because it had a storyline to it. And then there was this other one, it was called the Smashing Pumpkins theory, about how basically the lead wanted to follow the path of the Smashing Pumpkins, and they were together for 12 years, broken up for 6, and then, you know, came back together. And that's how the pattern would have went. So it lined up for 2019.
I actually didn't listen to that, but good story.
Wow.
I stopped listening after you said, here are the theories of how the MCR coming back.
You just told me to talk about them and then you didn't listen?
I want you to do it for the podcast because I need to use you for views. I mean, to give some podcasts some really good content because, you know, it's a great thing to discuss, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly why I brought that up in the impression.
Impression, depression.
I like their music, so I guess that's just the conclusion of this section.
Impression, depression. A song by Billie Eilish.
God.
What?
Okay.
Alright, another thing, I know some other stuff I got on here is fanfictions, fandoms, and accents.
Okay.
Any interesting fanfictions you have read? Oh yeah, by the way, Ashley is a fanfiction writer on Wattpad. Can you tell them about some of the interesting fanfics you wrote?
Oh, the ones I wrote. Okay, so when I wrote on Wattpad, it was mainly ironically, so I wrote some potentially disturbing things. I wrote like a Donald Trump ex-reader. It had an interesting plot.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Hold on a second. I'm gonna read it to these guys.
No, you can't do that. I don't consent to that. They can search it up if they want. It's kind of a bit for you to read all of it. I can tell you the general plot though.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, the reader ends up dating Donald Trump, and the reader is very distraught over this because they're actually hiding a secret from Donald Trump, and that's that they are part Mexican. I don't remember how much, but they were definitely Mexican, right? So Donald Trump proposes to the reader, but then the reader's like, I have to tell you that I'm Mexican. So then I think Trump tried to kill the reader. I don't remember if he was successful, but he did that.
Yeah,
he was sent to jail. Yeah, he was sent to jail, and then I think Hillary won the election.
Oh,
and that's how you date it. It was written, I think, around the election. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. I remember I requested for you to write a Trump x Umbridge fanfiction. I actually have not read that.
I actually wrote quite a few chapters until I stopped updating.
I feel like Wattpad and Archive of Our Own are, of course, they're two fanfiction websites, but are completely separate from each other. I feel like Wattpad people have created their own very big OCs, original characters, stuff like that. Well, as Archive of Our Own, it has your average fanfictions. For Wattpad, it's kind of not too odd, but at the same time, everyone has their ways. Speaking about Wattpad, I remember, so I'm in this fandom called Minecraft Story Mode. It's basically a game based on Minecraft. It was created by Telltale Games, which of course is shut down now. So anyway, that fanbase is filled with a bunch of teenagers, little kids, stuff like that. So, and considering the content that comes out of the game, the fanbase is very creative, but some of it is just, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, on Instagram, this one girl I follow, she found these odd things on Wattpad from the MCSM fandom. It's about stuff like disorder headcanons, and the way the person wrote it was also cutesy with emojis and stuff like that, and gave each Minecraft Story Mode character some kind of disorder, you know, because it's a disorder canon. And the person who posted it was like, this is honestly really stupid. You're just assigning disorders as if it's a favorite color. And honestly, I have to agree. Disorders are not something you should play around with. If you really want to do disorder headcanons, then fine, but at least do some research. That's the problem with the fandom. It doesn't do a lot of, I guess it has to do a lot of research. I think it's pretty cool how fandom's really creative and all that, but still, there's some stuff you should do and stuff you shouldn't do when it comes to fanfiction. Because even fanfiction should have its limits as well, right? Yeah. I have an archive of our own website. No, I have an archive of our own account. You know what that is?
Yeah, I use that too.
Yeah, same here. I'm not gonna tell everyone my username. My username is not cast on here. I'm not gonna say it, so you guys don't search on my questionable fanfics.
Yeah, they can. The main Wattpad account, they can get that one. I don't mind, but
yeah.
Well, for other fanfictions that I've read, there's this really interesting one. I think it was more in the, I guess, 2000s rather than like 2010s. But have you heard of like the famous Harry Potter fanfiction called My Immortal?
No.
Okay, so that story is really whack. It's considered probably the worst fanfiction because...
Oh yeah, tell me.
Well, first of all, it's just written really badly with terrible grammar and stuff like that. And then the main character is like a Mary Sue, and then she and Draco start getting involved. It's like the dumbest story ever.
Of course that person is paired with Draco.
I know, and everybody makes fun of the story, but honestly, parts of it are really funny.
Where can I find it?
Well, it was originally posted in fanfiction.net, but it's been reposted probably everywhere. I think it's on Wattpad still.
Ashley typed ferociously on her Windows.
I typed 2 words. How is that ferociously?
On her Windows XP laptop.
I don't have Windows XP. Oh yeah, I found it on Wattpad.
Okay. I'll probably look at it later, but you can send me the link if you like. I'm not gonna take it seriously, of course, just for ironic stuff, you know what I mean, right?
Right. It's so stupid.
How occasionally do people talk about it? Because I don't really think I've heard of it.
Well, like I said, everybody considers it to be like terrible, so there are like plenty of videos on YouTube where people like read out the story and stuff like that. Maybe some animations, I think, maybe.
Oh yeah, I remember one time you told me about this Fantastic Beasts fanfiction where New is a student and Dumbledore was, a teacher as usually is, and they were fricking, and then Grindelwald came in right when they were fricking, and Grindelwald was like, "Oh, we're using last names now? Apparently we're fucking students too." And I remember I was on AO3 just scrolling through the tags scrolling through the works that one day, and I actually found that fanfic, and I told you about it, and you were like, "Oh my gosh."
Yo, do you still have that? I want to read it again.
I don't know where it is. I'll have to probably look somewhere.
Dang it. That was a good story.
But yeah, I have an AO3 account. I'll tell you what my AO3 account's later. Probably, there's not much on there, but hopefully I'll get more soon.
Yeah.
Any other fanfics you've seen or read, I mean?
Well, that's probably the most iconic Harry Potter fanfiction. And then if you get into the fanfics like for Dan and Phil.
Wait, so what fanfiction are you gonna find?
The one you said we were talking about where Grindelwald walks in.
Alright, I want to talk about another fanfiction I found.
Alright.
You're probably you're not in the fandom, it's the Marvel fandom.
I'm not in that.
I'm gonna describe it to the people watching this or just playing this. So this was Game of Thrones AU. Some people write stuff like that. Where the people in that franchise is in some kind of alternate universe, So there's this fanfiction where the two characters, Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes, they're apparently princes from two different kingdoms who apparently are pretty horrible enemies. They don't like each other. So the ruler of the kingdoms decides to come up with a solution. Marry these guys off to each other. So it happens. I haven't read the rest of what happens, but I should find it on my own time. If you want to guess what it is called, I think it's called A Marriage of Ice and Fire.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time finding this for no reason.
Oh well, I'll just find it later. Anyway, you want to go back to the fanfiction discussion?
Oh yeah, sure.
Have you found any? What other interesting fanfics have you found?
Well, Dan and Phil fanfictions, they were either like genuine, like good stories, or people just started writing really messed up ones to the point where like they're just part of the fandom experience in general. It's really weird, actually.
Yeah, it seems crazy to me. I know I read this fan fiction on Wattpad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where apparently Phil's his innocent person, and he's apparently been through so much. So apparently Phil has to like help Dan or something like that. I know I've told you about it before, and you said, "Oh yeah, I read that one."
Which one was it? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. It was a kind of a long time ago.
Chairfic.
Oh,
no, that one.
You told me about it a lot of times.
Oh, was it the cherryfic?
No, that's completely different.
Wait, you read the chairfic?
No, wait, no. No, I never read any of those fics you've described.
Okay.
I thought you said cherryfic.
There's a cherryfic.
Yes.
A chairfic.
Yeah, I thought you said cherry. Something about tasting like sweet liquid cherries or something like that.
Yeah, that's one of them. The chairfic's different.
And I remember one time when you and Shelby were talking about it, I sent a description of the cherries in a dirty way, and then someone's like, "Oh my gosh, that's wrong."
Cherryfic. Basically, I think the hatfic might have been the first one, and then after, like, let's make even worse ones. I think that's what happened. I have no idea, actually.
Have you come across any toxicity or very strange fans or stands in any fandoms?
Yes, 100%.
Can you give me a few examples?
Definitely the Dan and Phil fandom.
Or maybe specific ones of situations that happened.
Oh yeah, basically. Well, the problem with that fandom was that we got too invasive. Well, not we, but fans got too invasive with their relationship. And even if you think that they were...
You mean like disrespecting the boundary between fans and their idols?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There's actually this thing that happened like a long time ago in the Dan and Phil fandom. Basically, it's this thing called the V-Day video. People don't really talk about it, but basically that situation is probably the prime example of how that fandom kind of went overboard.
What happened specifically? I've heard about the V-Day fanfic. I know you mentioned it when in a Khan Academy roleplay.
It wasn't a fanfic, that's the thing. It was like...
Oh, no. I said, I remember you mentioned it in the Khan Academy roleplay with Madison. It's like, I'm gonna post a V-Day pic if you guys don't join me, or something like that.
Okay, so what happened is, Phil posted this video. I think it was on like his second channel. And the fandom called it like the V-Day video. And it is kind of what it was recorded for V-Day, like Valentine's Day, and it was like to Dan and stuff. And then after it posted, it was actually accidentally posted because it was initially privated, but then YouTube messed up. But after that, both of them kind of denied what it was about, and fans in general just got, I guess, really toxic with it because people would re-upload it all the time and in general question them too much about it. And even if it were true, like, it wasn't really our business to pry into.
Yeah, I feel bad for people like Dan and Phil. They're just trying to live their lives, and there's a fandom people that are ruining it for them.
Exactly.
It's pretty bad for others, especially for Tom Holland. You know who he is, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Tom Holland's a person, by the way. He's not.
Yeah, I know.
He does have spider powers.
I'm not stupid.
Oh my gosh, his fans are pretty much the worst. Oh my gosh, I remember last year, it was at this Comic-Con. There's these Tom Holland fans that went up, and Tom Holland was with his two fellow co-stars, Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie. You obviously don't know who they are, but anyway, the Tom Holland fan. Who are they then?
Sebastian Stan's the dude who plays Bucky, and then the other guy's the dude who plays Sam, I think.
Oh my gosh, you actually know your stuff!
Yeah!
Okay, so anyway, the Tom Holland fangirls, you know how they are. They range between the age of 13 and 15. They were being rude to Sebastian, and Anthony has had enough, so he decided to shut them down. You should go see. I'll send you the video link sometime.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting, but yeah, that is one of the many and probably creepiest stuff or horrible rude stuff that Tom Holland's fans have done. I love Tom, but his fans are, oh my gosh. I remember I saw his picture where Tom was with 4 of his fans, and they all had a shirt that said single, taken, mentally dating Tom Holland.
Oh god.
Why would you wear that to meet a guy you like? I get it. I get it. You like him so much, but don't take it too far. Sometimes I feel bad. I feel really bad for Tom. I hope no one finds his address someday.
I get what you mean. Honestly, shirts like that, I guess it's okay if you're just hanging out with people, but wearing it to meet him is kind of really weird.
Yeah, I can't imagine what's going through Tom's head when he met those girls.
Right. He was probably like, ooh, I'm not mentally dating them, so this is kind of awkward.
I remember I saw this video. It's not one of those creepy Tom fangirl thingies. I know Tom made some undercover accounts where he would reply to people on YouTube, Twitter and Instagram, and someone in the comments said, it's a good thing he has not discovered Wattpad.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, imagine all the stuff about Tom that must have gone down the Wattpad. I'm gonna try and look it up.
Really?
Type. Search. Tom Holland. Oh my gosh. Tom Holland imagines. Of course. Oh my gosh, 19 profiles. It says, Hannah loves Tom Holland. Tommy Hollander. Tom Holland's wife. Tommy boy. Tom Holland's obsessor. Tom Holland lover. Tom Holland's babe. Tom Holland's wife. I love Tom Holland. Tom Holland's babe. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, poor Tom.
Tommy.
Oh my gosh, what the hell did I just find? A Tom Holland fanfic. 2 sisters are the world's hottest swim-mouse, but when sister 1 wants to head down a new path, this sister is caught off guard. Just when her world seems to be getting back in line, life hits Vanessa like it's on a break, and only a handsome stranger can put it back together. And guess who that is? Tom.
Oh my god. Tom.
Mine, the Tom Holland fanfic. Tom Holland one-shots. Tom Holland, your best friend left. Tom recounts his breakup with your name. Well, oh my gosh. I wonder.
Your name.
Yes, guys, I get it. You love Tom. Now shut up.
Why?
Can you think of others besides Dan, Phil, or for the last time I will say this, Tom?
I don't think so.
Okay then.
Actually, I got one.
Ooh. Spell the
There were these 2 Minecraft YouTubers who started shipping them, and it got bad. 'Cause, like, they'd start streaming, and then people would donate stuff, like asking them about the ship and other stuff like that, and it got really bad, kind of.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah. I was like, oof, that's awkward. And there were some moments where I was like, okay, I see why they ship it, and I'm like, okay.
Wait, who are those
they were
Minecraft?
probably just joking though.
Who are those Minecraft YouTubers? Jerry and Harry or someone else?
No, not Jerry and Harry. There were these 2, Skeppy and Bad Boy Halo.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I'd say they boomed kind of during the summer during Minecraft Monday when they started getting more attention, I think.
Alright. Do you think I should I was about to say go online and maybe see some really crazy Tom Holland stuff people have written, but maybe we should move on to another something topic other than Tom, because we said his name too much.
Yeah, probably a different topic.
Have you tried doing any accents?
No, for good reason too.
I know in a few days I will try and attempt to try and do a British accent the entire day. Let me go Hello, it's me, Mario. Oh, no.
Mario's not British, she's Italian.
It's me, Mario. I am like a Mussolini. It's my favorite lasagna. Bitch.
So you mentioned a British accent to go for
No.
the most obvious the Italian character.
I don't know. Look, I don't know why I did it. Okay. Harry Potter. Right. Hello. Okay. So this is what I need. Ah, dang. I can't do it. Never mind.
Harry Potter has come to Hogwarts.
Harry Potter will go to the platform, not 3/4.
This is probably so offensive.
I was stuttering. Okay. I was not doing it on purpose.
No, I get you. I mean, just doing these accents on purpose. I'm like, look at these dumb Americans.
You think anyone's gonna watch this?
Okay, that's just a pessimistic way of viewing it.
Well, hearing, technically. Stop bullying.
Right, that makes it better.
What do you think of those Twitter stands? You know what they are, right?
Yeah.
What do you...
stands are crazy.
Yeah, they really are. I don't know. I know it sounds very over exaggerated when I say this, but sometimes I don't like Twitter stands.
No, I get why you say they're wild. And...
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. They always go in all caps and go like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this person did this, oh my gosh, blah 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 blah, types all day. I don't know, I really don't like Twitter stands.
Yeah, Twitter stands are pretty wild. I don't know how they do that. I don't even like Twitter that much.
I used it, but not really as much. Probably just, looking at the fabulous stuff that the commentary crew tweets, and just replying, hoping I'll get noticed or something. I guess the majority of stands I don't like is in the Marvel fandom. I don't know why, but in other fandoms, I'm kind of fine with it. I know I sound like a hypocrite, but I don't know. It's just me.
I get you.
Like, it's weird for someone to devote their entire account just to a fandom. I get that they like the fandom, but sometimes it's kind of over the top for me.
Yeah, honestly, there's been only a few times where I thought about devoting my account to only one fandom.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
I guess if it was as big as like the MCU, I'd get it, because that covers like a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Like, characters, how can you just like a stan of one character, you know?
I know that Marvel is pretty big fandom, but I guess the problem with Twitter stands is that there are a couple popular characters that they pay attention to, but there's some they don't pay attention to. Like, the ones they pay attention to are Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, Natasha Romanoff, she's the redhead lady, aka Black Widow, who's getting her own movie in May. Also Steve, aka Captain America, Bucky Barnes, you know, the guy with the beautiful flowing hair, Sam, Peter Parker, and another side is Lakey, you know, greasy hair boy, and that's it. There are a bunch of other amazing characters which are pretty good, but it's honestly pretty sad to me that people really don't talk about those Twitter stands, don't talk about them often. I don't know, it's just me. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. They put always like all the attention on a certain group of characters.
Yeah,
it's
like like in Endgame, here are the list of characters who saved the universe. Tony, Natasha, Bruce, aka the Hulk, Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, and a rat. No, it's true, a rat actually did save the universe. You'll have to watch Endgame yourself. But yeah, since Tony and Natasha are more popular, people only pay attention to them because they saved the universe. But people barely pay attention to Hulk and Ant-Man. I really like those two. And they also did a greater job in helping save the universe, yet they don't get enough recognition. Like,
I get what you mean.
Yeah, like Ant-Man, he helped. Okay, so in Endgame they go back in time to get the Infinity Stones because in the present day it was destroyed by Thanos. So Ant-Man figured out a way to time travel, and the Hulk, at this point he's technically both human and Hulk, right? So that's why he's always called Professor Hulk, right? So so he helped put on his own Infinity Gauntlet and snapped his fingers to bring back everyone who died 5 years ago. So let's talk about Tony and Natasha. So one of the Infinity Stones is called the Soul Stone, if you have to get the stone, you have to sacrifice someone you love in exchange for the soul stone. So Natasha sacrificed herself for the stone. I really liked it, even though she didn't get a funeral, not much recognition. So Tony, this is in the final battle of Endgame. Thanos is they're about to lose. Tony has his own infinity gauntlet and snaps the heck out of Thanos and his entire army. So yeah, Tony and Tasha are great, but I believe that Hulk and Ant-Man deserve recognition as well. It really saddens me how there are pretty wonderful characters out there who don't get enough recognition. It's just a rant. I'm sorry about that. I just had to get it out somewhere.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think people just put more attention on them because they're the two that said passed. So.
I didn't catch it.
Well, because Tony and Natasha were the ones who died for it, and that's probably why they put all their attention, because they felt more about the fact that they passed away, so they just talk more about their part of it, you know?
Yeah, I get that, but I feel like that Hulk and Ant-Man needs more recognition as well. Plus, they're really underrated. Ant-Man's actually one of my favorite Marvel characters. I really want him to appear in more movies in the future. I don't know, I just really like him. Yeah, you're welcome.
We love this.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I think this was a solid episode.
So, have you heard of a game called Minecraft Story Mode?
Yeah.
Have you ever played it or anything like that? Or watched any Let's Plays?
No.
No. So, I'm in the fandom. So, I remember, like, last year, there's this one Instagram account that talks about all the drama stuff going on in the fandom. Yeah, it's pretty weird. So, I remember this account posted about this one poor girl. Okay, so let me simple it down. A few years of comments on her art saying was bad. She never thought she was welcome to the fandom. First place, there are high standards is what's... No, okay, I'm not gonna say it all. So apparently, this person was reporting drama on how this one girl was getting a lot of hate because of her art. And she had to take a temporary leave. So what does this person do? Hey, this is some groundbreaking news. Let's report on about it. And oh my gosh, it was so disrespectful. Like imagine some mental illness and stuff happened to you, and then some bloke ass person decides to report about it. It's kind of pretty rude. And this was like
a Keemstar situation.
Oh yeah, and besides it, yeah, oh yeah, definitely. They only had 3 posts. They haven't been active since last year, which is good. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. It's still up, surprisingly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, a bunch of people have commented telling them to take it down. Even I have. And this person was like, "Oh, that is awesome. I am so glad that you have come by to check us out."
Oh my god, this is their automated message.
Oh yeah, that kind of stuff. It's like when you're scrolling on Twitter and some cringy ad shows up, and then people reply with, "What the hell is this?" And the owner of the account replies with, "I am so glad you checked us out. Do you want to join our free gift card giveaway? We paid Mr. Beast to say this my way, blah 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 blah." You know what I mean?
You know, if that's going somewhere, I guess that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? What, are you tired?
I yawned.
That's the weirdest yawn I ever heard.
Thank you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't think anyone wants to hear us saying no, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we should end it right here. We were expecting Shelby to be on here, but it looks like she's not on. But hey, she can join next. Hey, just always the next time, right?
Mhm.
Alright, I'll see you later, Ashley.
Yeah, bye.
And see you guys later.